Hi students, here we will discuss safety control systems. As we know that there are different manufacturing units, petroleum petrochemical industries, where several workers continue their work. The workplace means the place where these workers continue their work and they are always prone to major injuries in their workplace. So there lies the importance of safety system for protecting these people from different injuries or from different accidents in the workplace. Nowadays, we know that all these industries are equipped with several instruments. These instruments or machineries are very larger in size and they are very much faster. So, health and safety risk associated with any of these automated manufacturing process has also increased now. An ideal safety system architecture must conform with minimum industry standards. It should allow safe machine operation and do not prevent operators from efficient production. Always, these systems should be subjected to life cycle cost analysis. The life cycle cost analysis is a whole life cost. It includes the cost like financial cost, which is very simple to calculate, then environmental and social cost. The typical areas of expenditure cost include calculating planning, design, construction, operations, maintenance, depreciation and cost of finance and all are included as the expenditure costs. So these all come together as a life cycle cost analysis. Benefit to cost ratio analysis. It is used in cost benefit analysis and it will summarize overall value for money of a project. Benefit to cost ratio is a ratio of benefits of a project expressed in monetary terms, that is, the money terms, relative to the cost and expressed in the monetary terms. Machine safety systems are the elements of most of the control applications and they are always used to meet safe machine operation requirements. Engineers need flexibility in the product they choose in order to meet varying demands of individual machines. Selecting the safety components for using in the safety system is subjected to the design engineering. It should be fit for purpose, satisfy the technical demands of application, and it should be cost competitive. One type of safety control system is a safety relay. Safety relays are devices that implement safety functions. In the event of a hazard, a safety relay will work to reduce the risk to an acceptable level. You can see in the figure a safety control system employing safety relays. Emergency stop buttons are shown on the top portion. You can see the power supply, control supply using the contactors C1 and C2. Then you can see the safety relay. So when any error occurs, this safety relay will initiate a safe and reliable response. Each safety relay monitors a specific function. By connecting them to other safety relay, one can achieve total monitoring of a plant or a machinery. In the above said safety relays, all emergency stop buttons are wired in series. The dual contactors are used for redundancy. Reset circuit monitors contactors before allowing the reset to occur. The advantages of safety relay: they are cheap compared to other alternatives used for safety controls. They are simple and no software programming is required. Certain disadvantages of safety relays: wiring can be complex when the systems are very bigger ones. It's difficult to commission and the fault finding is difficult when the system is down. Complete rewiring is required if changes need to be made later. These are the disadvantages. Second type of safety control system is a safety PLC. PLC is a programmable logic controller. It is a programmable controller which is a digital computer used for automation of electrical or mechanical process, such as the control of a machinery on factory assembly lines and all. So safety PLC is a specific code for safety application. It is written in addition to the normal PLC code. In safety PLC, a safe input-output modules can be centralized or remote. At present, safety PLC technology is more readily available. The advantages of safety PLC are they are very flexible, so it can be used in different applications. They are the perfect solution for very larger machines, and it is easy to expand later. Certain disadvantages of safety PLC are it's more difficult to program. Expensive software is required, so cost it will be higher. Understanding of PLC code is required, so highly trained engineers are required. So when you discuss about the safety control system, you have to briefly mention about the safety PLCs and safety relays and write about its advantages, disadvantages and in brief its specifications. This is another topic, interlock system. Interlock systems are used in almost all the plants. We are considering the petrochemical and the petroleum industries. The terminologies involved with interlock systems are central interlock system, which implement central protection functions via the plant interlock systems and some direct actuators. It provides access to the local interlock data of different plant system interlocks. This is nothing but you have a plant in which there will be a plant interlock system. One plant will be connected to another plant which is also having a plant interlock system with the help of a central interlock system. Now, what is a plant interlock system? It is a part of plant systems, instrumentation and control. This will provide local protection by implementing local interlock functions of the corresponding plant system. It participates in central interlock functions coordinated by the central interlock system. It constitutes the interface between central interlock system and plant systems. We discussed about central interlock system and plant interlock system. Now we can see how the communication is being passed in between the central interlock system and the plant interlock system. Central interlock network. It provides communication between a plant interlock system and central interlock system. It will be acting as an inter-plant systems investment protection functions. Plant interlock function. This provides communication between the components involved in the investment protection functions inside one plant. The plant interlock network connects the PIS or the plant interlock system in the plant system to the sensors and actuators of the same plant system. You see, just as an example, if you consider the manufacturing process of cumene, you know that benzene and propylene is used in cumene manufacture. So, considering that particular cumene plant, the plant interlock network, it means the communication within the plant, cumene plant, will be done by the plant interlock network. Now, the communication to the whole network, when you see the cumene plant connected to a benzene plant, and together constituting a central interlock system. Cumene plant, benzene plant. We just consider two examples of two plants. So cumene plant and benzene plant will together constitute a central interlock system. What is interlock control system? Interlock control system supervises and controls all the components involved in the instrumented protection of the plant system. It comprises central interlock system and different plant interlock systems and its networks, the central interlock network and plant interlock network. Interlock control system does not include sensors and actuators of the plant, but it will control the sensors and actuators through the plant interlock system. What is interlock action? Interlock action are the measures or sequences of measures carried out by the central interlock system or the plant interlock system to mitigate the risk following an interlock event. These protection actions are managed by the plant interlock system when the measures are restricted to the plant system that generated the interlock and by the central interlock system when different plant systems are involved. What do you mean by interlock event? An interlock event is a planned system state or combination of states involving different plant systems that triggers an action of the corresponding plant interlock system or central interlock system. Interlock function, it is a logical description of plant interlock actions following an interlock event. Now, as we discussed about the interlock system, it is a group of devices which are arranged to sense an off-limit condition or any improper sequence of events, and it will shut down the process when it is deviating from the normal condition. So by this, you should be thorough with an interlock system and what are the terminologies used in the interlock system.